Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jordan Hicks in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fights loose. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
Go back. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from the 3 and out. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Going, and this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st down, Murray. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a give. This is Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They pitch it out to Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they're going to have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And he's going to go down again. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Watson, dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The 4th down run unsuccessful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray, strong running, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Left, 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 left.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. Left, left, left.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? For everything.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Mahomes now to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 39 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They come out with one back and 3 times. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans will extend their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback, might actually keep it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Watson on first down. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his own drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They go play action here on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long because, remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Khan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Richmond. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Bernardrick McKinney in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Finding room to the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. His throw incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace! Knee!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Black 99 Philly! Come back!
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now, Watson. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he stays up. A strong running. Trying to improvise. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.